I mean, on your station.
My life is so beautiful. You know, see, yeah, it's all about bread, man.
And I say this is the original chronic saying. You're tuned into the original bread man. Keep it locked. Rastafari said that. Ease out.
Yo, you don't know this is a girl bad girl Cecile representing for bread man.
All who genuine bread man, reroute them. And all who are touch, we mute them. Them no smoke, them no sick, them no have pink eye, but them yeah in red. Yeah man, bread man. We're better than everything. All stead man.
Alright guys, welcome back to the vlog. I know it's same shirt, but this is the same day as the other vlog. I just finished up and I met up with my boy, Zaza
God. You know that, man.
And then?
Yeah.
And you know I just end the vlog, the same thing I was just talking about.
Shout out to bro.
You know,
Alright, brother.
man, showing love, man, you know. Big facts, man.
Got Instagram?
Yes, man.
Shout out your Instagram. Let them know how to find you.
Man, Facebook, King Sneaks, you know. Up and coming artist, you know, how to show love. It's an original from Baychester, you know, that's a fact, man.
Exactly. I know you got it.
Yeah, Zaza God _.
Where they find you at?
Instagram. All you gotta do is Google me, man. Just type in ZAZA God.
You on YouTube too? You got music too, right?
Everywhere.
Right.
Everything across the world, not the country.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Across the
We
world.
get this thing worldwide,
Yeah.
man.
Same thing. I was just there chopping it up with him. Same thing about the whole legalization of weed, and I really want to start educating my people out here. The same way I love putting out information. Zaza always just tell me something like really get like the mindset of how people thinking about this whole legalization of weed. So, yo, what's your take on it?
I mean,
it's the beginning stages right now, so things ain't really fully where they bringing them at. But
I think
you see no difference.
I think. You know, they never really brought the stores here until they was able to find a way how to tax it. You know what I mean? How they could capitalize off it. So, boom, they got the stores. It's legal for us to smoke. But now, if you know, they just implemented a law where you can't sell weed no more. You going back to the booking, like as if it's a drug again. But it's supposed to be legal. So it's like a catch-22, and the fact that you could see a smoker shop in every neighborhood, like the deli now, and not one of them is actually owned by American. Most of them are from foreign. They're not even from our culture of foreign. They're from like Yemen, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and we don't know what they doing to the weed, bro.
Yeah,
they got their own grow houses, bro. They grows, they product does not have to get tested,
right? Because
they selling it to the low lives. They selling it to us. So you know, all right, you're gonna sell it to people in the Bronx. We ain't gonna have you test your pesticides and shit that could fucking harm you.
When they hear you,
you know what I mean? So. Yeah. With this shit, I feel like they taking money from us and could be infecting us at the same time. And we don't really know no ins and outs with this. As far as a regular person, one-on-one, it costs about $200,000 to get a marijuana dispensary license, bro.
All right, you see, this is how people are feeling on the streets. Now, this is one of the reasons why I want to educate. I just want to hit you out with something. You ever heard of the social equity program?
Social equity? No.
Now, you ever heard of the social equity program? Now, as far as the legalization of weed, let's just be clear on certain things. The act they call it the MRTA. That's the Marijuana Regulation and Taxation Act. That's what MRTA stands for.
Gotcha.
So basically, they're legalizing marijuana in New York State, but that whole act is showing that it's just that they're regulating it now, because marijuana was legal for medicinal use. We all know that. So now this act is where they're legalized.
They're gonna enforce locking us up on the regular streets as renegades for selling weed because it's now legal, it's now been taxated, constituted, situated, and we gotta go through now proper protocol and procedure to be able to sell weed.
So that's what they're saying. Now it's not really that the weed is illegal. They're
Now
talking
our
about
weed-
that you're evading taxes.
Now our weed
It's
is gonna
like
be
Lucy's.
bootleg.
It's
Our
like-
weed is gonna be like DVDs.
Yep.
Ready?
But this is the thing. So let me just try to educate the act now. Marijuana Taxation Act, there's a lot of things about it. As far as you possessing weed, now all you have to be is above the age of 21, you can possess weed. Above the age of 21, you can smoke weed. That's not illegal. You know what I'm saying? Above the age of 21, that's the age. Just like anything for smoking and for drinking alcohol, that's the new rule now. As far as 21, you could grow your own weed in your house now. You know, as far as how much you could grow 3 mature trees and 3 immature trees. That's supposed to be the limit, but there's a grace period that you could get up to 6 mature trees and 6 immature trees. After that, then it's going to be illegal. If you have 7 mature trees, that's illegal.
It's like they say,
You know what I'm saying? So the grace period is between
Yo,
3 to 6.
It's simple like this, bro. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm American. He's American. You Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now you know, like I know, you bump into Americans on a day-to-day. Young brothers like myself and Sneak. You don't see us in shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it real. All that shit on Instagram is cap. Them niggas is renting that shit. You don't see us in shit like that on the regular. You don't see us even with apartments like that, bro. We out here and this is what we eat off of. So when I see people take advantage of the only shit we got, that shit make me tight. Because at the end of the day, this shit is not how y'all niggas got the M6 Beamer. This is not how y'all got the Lamborghini. This is just a hustle. This is just another opportunity for people with a lot of money to take advantage of, despite the struggles we go through dealing with this market. Like,
All right, so this is the part now. I want y'all to pay attention to this part. Now, I talked to you stuff before, like with stop and frisk, and I show you that, there's ways how to deal with police. It's just that we weren't educated on how to do it. Now, a lot of the information is coming out for you to exercise your rights or something like that. So with this whole legalization of marijuana, with the problems that you're talking about, when I said social equity, the MRTA, that Marijuana Regulation and Taxation Act, there's a part in that act that says that 50% of the licensing is supposed to go back to people that was affected by the war on drugs, which is us. So right now, that is stated in it's stated in the act that they have to do that. Now the office that you need to know about is the office that's going, just like you're getting a license for your car.
Yep.
You got to go to the DMV. Right? No. So with the legalization of weed now, there's a new office. That office is called OCM, and that's what you got to learn about. You got to go to the OCM website and keep on checking up on the OCM website. If you want to get a dispensary, keep on checking up on the OCM website, because that's where they got to give you all the information on how they're going to get people like us to make money off of the weed, because we're the ones that were affected by the war on drugs. They're not publicizing it that much. They're telling you, let's start the conversation. You may see some commercials that start the conversation, but they want you to call them so that they can start with them.
We would have been.
The thing is, the people that you see selling it right now, these are the remnants of the people that was already had license to sell medicinal weed. So those are the people that still have like little movements right now. But as far as the new recreational industry, it's at the beginning. They're not publicizing it. They're not, because if they were publicized enough, you wouldn't be talking the way you was. You'd already be on the route of trying to get your own.
That's how I know the price.
Yeah.
People was telling me application fees.
No, but
I'm like, that's a lot.
No, but it's not that you.
$10,000 alone.
Just keep on checking up on that office. OCM is the one every time something comes up, OCM is gonna show how they're gonna implement it, because they're the regulation entity. So they're the one that's gonna find some way where they gotta either give grants. It might be $200,000, but for people that come from our neighborhood, because the war on drugs is bullshit. I don't even think we gotta go through and explain that. The war on drugs. You started the war on drugs was set up for how many years to get black people and Hispanic people off the street and into jails. If you really wanted to finish, you could have went for El Chapo from fucking long time ago. But nah, you went for the street guys who ain't stopping it. And you locking them up for mad years when they just get replaced by somebody else, and then you lock those people up too. Which, like, you're not trying to end it, you're just trying to lock everybody up that's at the bottom of the table. And it's, go ahead, yo.
They had smoke shops for the longest. We just never had them, bro. And they was always secured by the police. That's called Washington Heights, bro. That's called Dykeman, my nigga. And that's called Post. Right. All them niggas they sit out there with signs, prices, like it's a store years and years ago. Why? Because a lot of these motherfuckers is family members to the fucking NYPD, bro. Mm-hmm. Now you go to I've been locked up, nigga. I never been on the other side, nigga, getting locked up. 90% of them niggas is Spanish, bro.
You got locked up for weed?
Weed, all that.
But you got locked up for weed. That's the other thing that they're not publicizing,
bro.
That's they're now publicizing. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Did you know the
a little corner of a bag before
the social equity program that I'm telling you about? Bro, you see that social equity program? Listen.
For weed, they owe me a lawsuit. I got strip search for weed, getting caught with weed. They owe me bread. I don't know how to go about getting it, but they did pay out a lot of people for getting strip search for misdemeanors and violations.
They used to use weed
against
as
the law,
an automatic
bro.
probable cause. The smell is a probable cause.
Right.
No one's, you know.
Well, let me tell you this. You see that social equity program that I'm telling you that's in this Taxation Act? That social equity program say if you have any charges, any weed-related charges, and you apply for the new license that's coming up for weed, they erase all those charges off your record. That's part of the act. The first part of you getting your license is that they're going to expunge all your weed charges.
I got my dispositions, my shit like this thick.
All of those.
They put on the paper, all weed charges, all marijuana charges is dismissed as civil. From way back.
Now, what you directly show, that's proof directly showing that you were affected by this war on drugs. So you should be at the front of the line when applying for license. If you want to get a license, I think you should put your name in there, bro. Check the OCM. Well, I'm telling you, check the OCM and check the category for licensing, and just keep on checking them, because right now they updating it daily. So they didn't really put out like how they're gonna start the social equity program, but it's part of the act, so they have to do it. The only part about it, if you don't know about it and you don't put your name in the pool, you gonna be one of them that's gonna still talking about like, yo, how come we ain't getting our money? You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna put that out there as far as they're not looking as their responsibility to let you know how to come get your money. You got to figure this out. So the only way you're going to know is that you got to keep watching OCM, because I'm sure when it updates, it's not going to be on the news telling you now's the time to come in or whatever like that. OCM, the Office of Cannabis Management. All right? And if you have a charge, that you're more likely to get a license if you have a weed charge, because they're trying to give back to all those people that went to jail for that. You know what I'm saying?
Bread man, make myself your life, is not a dead man.